Yo, what's going on guys? NCJ here from RO.coach for another replay analysis. This one's for Adam. Adam sits in Silver 3 and has just 240 hours played, so this should really help him and any other new players who are also watching this. I'm not really going to focus on any mechanics in detail as it won't really help a silver level player. Let's get right into the replay and check out what he's like. The very first thing I notice is I think you're using default camera settings. Ideally you want to switch these up a bit. There's plenty of guides online, just check out some better camera settings. You absolutely need to have camera shake turned off. I'm not sure if you do, but looking at this it definitely looks like you have default camera settings on. Yeah, you definitely do. With the kickoff, your teammates to the left of you, one of you really needs to call. Just use the quick chat to say I got it or take the shot, and you can either follow slowly or get the boost in the corner. Overall though, that's a good powerful kickoff for your level. You win that challenge quite easily. Score, it's not so bad. Should really be flipping before you get to the ball and then flipping to it again, but I don't expect you to be able to do that just yet. And here you really want to be rotating towards the back post away from the ball a bit to get a better angle. Rather than going to the ball like this and then hesitating, as you come back, instead of being here, you really want to be coming back in this direction. You can pick the boost pads up along the way. When you're here, this ball is a lot easier to get to rather than turning on it, because you're going to hit it at that wall, it's probably going to bounce back out. Bear that in mind. Don't expect your rotations to be anywhere close to perfect. You've only got 240 hours in game. You're definitely off to a decent start. You can already score, which is a lot more than many new players can do. You don't really need to flip after you hit that ball. Obviously your mechanical skill, it's not quite there, but you could have tapped it once, got the large boost on your left there. I think it's there, but I think it's bugged out. It's hard to say. Yeah, it is there, it's just bugged out. Could have got that boost, and they're either going up the wall, because obviously your wall play right now isn't very good. You could have just hit it forwards. I think if you had different camera settings, you would find this a lot easier to adapt to. Can't tell if you've got camera shake on or not, but they definitely like default camera settings. You still score though, that's good. Now on the kickoff, just either follow, so go forward and follow the kickoff, or go left and get the corner boost. Just do one or the other, don't really sit still, because now you're really far back from this ball. You never want to be stood still, you always want to have momentum. Yeah, right now you're stood still, you have no momentum at all. If they get a good hit, it's going to go straight over your head. Always want momentum. Whether it doesn't have to be a lot of speed, but you always want to be carrying some speed. Again, with better camera settings, you could hit that a lot easier. Almost a goal. You want to be picking up, yeah, you want to be picking up the small boost pads. You try there, you hit that one, you could go for this one on the right, but you go back for the ball and you're cutting across your teammate. You really don't need to do that. And one of the things you have to learn as a Rocket League player is you don't always have to hit the ball. Just because you're near the ball, you don't have to hit it. In fact, that's one of the most important things you can learn as part of team play. Your teammate is very clearly going to hit this. He can probably score. If you look at this from his point of view, this is absolutely his to go for based on where you are. He controls it. He's going to go for a shot and you just swoop in, causing a double commit. You really don't need to go for that ball. You should have left it. If you'd have left it, if you let him hit it at the backboard, you could have been collecting boost and come back in to score the shot. Fortunately, you just take the ball off of him. At your level, you'd be better off just turning around rather than backflipping. You're not going to be learning the half flip for quite some hours yet, so you'd be better off just turning. Again, with the back post thing here, you're rotating inside of the player and you want to be outside of the player. You need to be more over here to the left and sort of like facing this way to support your teammate if he misses it. Again, you're kind of invading in your teammate's player space. You don't need to go so close to him. This level, it's kind of better to just sit back and watch what happens and then take the ball when you get a free opportunity. I think you're rushing your hits a bit too much. You'd be better off. You've gone a bit too far forwards here. You'd be better off sitting a bit further back, and then you could have got to this ball better. Because obviously your teammate is missing it, but really you went back into his space again. And again there, you've come back and rotated directly in front of him. Although he's facing the wrong way, so don't worry about that. Again, just because you can hit the ball, you don't need to. You're facing sideways, your teammate is facing... He's going to hit this forward. He's not facing forward yet. He's facing forwards here, you're facing sideways. Better off just letting him hit that. He can get a much better hit than you can. You hitting it sideways, you're just giving the enemy another opportunity to put pressure on and score. Now you're both out of the play, you bumped each other. Fortunately, you recover and the enemy aren't that fast either. You could... If you had a better camera settings, I'm fairly confident you could have hit that ball a lot easier. With the default camera settings, it's really difficult to see the ball when it's above you, see what angle you're going to hit it at. Not sure what's going on here. If you, at this point, based on the enemy's position, no one's really scoring this aerial, but if you just use the back camera button to look behind you, you could notice that they're not really in a decent position to do anything dangerous. They couldn't really score. In this scenario, again, when your teammate's gone forward, the ball's gone forward, you don't need to go for this corner boost. You could quite simply take these little boosts on your way to the corner, or on your way up front, sorry, to help your teammate when he passes. Again, passes are probably going to be a rarity, but just wait, go forwards and wait for the ball to come directly to you. You don't have to hit it. Just plan your attack a bit better. Based on your teammate's position and your position here, you're not jumping anywhere near this ball based on your angle, and again, no one's really hitting aerials at Silver 3, but I think that could be your camera settings doing this. Your teammate's right behind you and he really shouldn't be, but you didn't really need to jump for this. Could just wait for it to come closer to the ground and then hit it. They do score, but you're still winning 2-1. Again with a kickoff, this is like it's like a bot kickoff. This is what the bots do. Just want to check it's not bots. You want to be flipping. You or your teammate needs to be going for this, and you want to be flipping once and then flipping again into the ball to get more speed. You're going to win every kickoff at this rank if you learn how to do a faster kickoff. Instead, what happens is you pinch the ball and you both bounce off of it, and your enemies win the kickoff, and your enemies are now in your half. I have no idea how you've got away with that. Look at their POV. They've whiffed completely here. They've hit it forwards, and the same guy's panicked again, and Get it into your own net. Wow, okay. Don't need to say anything about that, you know that shouldn't happen. You didn't do it, so that's fine. Again, just you don't need to hit this. Your teammate's right behind it, you're facing the wall, you're hitting it at the wall, he's hitting it forwards. Just stay to the left of him, so stay kind of like here and follow him up the pitch here. He's going to go here with the ball. Just go alongside him, let him do his thing, let him pass to you or whatever he can do with the ball. Score again. Again with the kickoff, just either say I got it or just let your teammate go all the time and get some boost to follow him. You get a goal much faster doing that. With the momentum again, don't just sit under the ball. Like this ball's just dropping and you're just sat there wondering what to do with it. I mean you do get a hit on it, but it's only because the enemy's not a very good player. Just try not to sit directly under the ball. You could have backed off a little bit here. Whenever you don't have momentum, it's going to take you much longer to speed back up compared to an enemy coming for the ball with momentum. They have much more speed, and you have none when you're sat still. Well, you score again. I'm not going to say it again, you know about the kickoffs already. Again, you stopped and have no momentum here. When the ball's above you, especially with these camera settings, like high level player could jump for this, but most of them are going to go back and turn on it and hit it away. You're sat still under the ball and there's no way you can really get this. You just hit it up and it's still going towards your net. Fortunately you get another hit on it, but if that was a better enemy against you, they would have scored instantly. Good pass attempt from you. And you score a double touch. Forget what I said about Silvers not being able to score aerials, you've just done it. And you win 6-1. Overall, for a Silver 3 level player, you're on the right track, and I think many other players with the same hours of you would still be in bronze. Just because you can hit the ball does not mean you should. You double commit with your teammate quite often. At this level you need to be way more patient. A lot of mistakes are going to happen, so just be patient and wait for the ball to come to you and then take your shot or make your pass. Try not to cut in front of your teammate when you're rotating back. It's bad rotation, it will confuse matters. Rotate to the post furthest away from the ball and that will make things more fluid. Just work on your kickoff strategy. If you can either work on a faster kickoff or following the kickoff instead of double committing, you have a huge advantage at this level. Thanks for watching guys. Please head over to www.ariel.coach to check out my free and paid coaching options. See you in the next video where I'll be reviewing a Diamond 1 level game.